Hey, welcome to the first installment of the BVD Fitness Show, where I just answer a bunch of questions that are around in the internet. And this episode is going to be focused mostly on carnivore questions. People are asking a lot about carnivore. So let's get right into it. First question is, don't you get tired of eating just meat? So in the carnivore diet, what you do is you eat mostly meat and water. That's the rule of carnivore. You want to stick to ruminants, grass-fed animals, beef. So people ask, don't you get tired of eating just meat? And this is what I've thought when I first heard about carnivore diet. I thought, wow, eating just meat, that sounds really boring and plain, and why are you not eating vegetables? But when you do go on carnivore, the meat actually satisfies you very well. So you don't have to eat that much. And I think it's a real great thing for fat loss, weight loss, even gaining muscle when you're eating a carnivore meat-based diet. That's at least what I experienced when I went a month strict carnivore. I saw changes in my body every day. And just by the results from that, I did not get tired of meat because I did it for a reason, not really for the taste. So another question people ask, I fell off the wagon. How do I jump back on? Well, that happens a lot. We go on weight loss, we have some benefit, but we start eating the cookie, the sugar, and we fall off the wagon. So how do you jump back on? The biggest thing to do is just think about why you're doing it. Think about your why. Why am I doing it? And then really, it's all about creating momentum. So if you focus on your breakfast, your first meal of the day, eat really clean that first meal of the day, that's going to create some momentum so that you could get and jump back on the wagon. Question number 3. I can't afford grass-fed meat. Is grain-fed meat okay? So obviously I do want to eat grass-fed meats as much as possible, but I know sometimes it's very hard out there. You know, we got a budget, we can't afford grass-fed meat. So is grain-fed meat okay? I would say yes. In the context of other foods that you could be eating, grain-fed meat is going to be a lot better for you than eating the processed flour, sugar products, the whole wheat bread and grains. Yes, grain-fed is actually a lot more nutritious compared to, those empty calorie foods. So if you can't afford grass-fed meat, grain-fed is a good compromise. Don't worry about that. And the next question, protein powders and amino acids, are they okay on carnivore? So it all depends on your goals. If you want to do carnivore for maybe your autoimmune issues, then I wouldn't introduce any of these processed powders and supplements and protein powders. But if you're maybe you want extra protein to build muscle, then go for a whey protein that comes from an animal. Amino acids, they're a supplement, they're relatively harmless, could have many benefits as well for muscle building. So it depends on your goals. If it's autoimmune, you're trying to attack those problems, I wouldn't. But if you're just looking for maybe losing fat loss, gaining muscle, then yes, I say you can add that, put that in a carnivore diet. So how to deal with sugar cravings? Oh man, how to deal with sugar cravings? This is a big one people always ask. So I would say with sugar, the cravings come when you eat it. So when you eat something sweet, you want something sweet later on. So how to deal with sugar cravings is just like how to deal with any other craving, or let's just call it what it is, like an addiction. I think let's say someone who smokes cigarettes, they smoke or they quit, and once they smoke again, it's like, oh man, they're reminded of, they get the rush. So they're reminded of how good it is. So they get cravings more and more. But how I deal with sugar cravings is, if you want a solution right now, I would get a bottle of water, add some pink salt or Redmond real salt and water. put the salt in the water, like a pinch of salt, put it in your water, mix it up, drink it. Drink a whole cup. And for me, that definitely helps with immediate sugar cravings. But as a long-term strategy, the only way you deal with sugar cravings is to really attack it head on and don't eat sugary stuff. And you will see that the cravings go away. Next question, how to lose stubborn belly fat? Wouldn't I like to know? I'm just kidding. How to lose stubborn belly fat? I would do it like this. I would eat just 1 or 2 meals a day, mostly meat, mostly a meat-based diet, and I would lift weights. I wouldn't do long cardio. Because we know that long cardio makes you want to eat more because your body wants to compensate for those lost calories. So to lose stubborn belly fat, if you want a real aggressive plan, this is what I would do. I would eat more animal foods, and I'll only eat once or twice a day. I would fast a lot of the times. I would try to focus on fasting. And that's the same with these other questions. The other questions people ask are, how can I lose weight fast? How to increase metabolic rate? How do you lose fat fast? That's the same advice I would give. Only 1 to 2 meals a day. Don't be doing the 6 meal a day crap that's old information. How to increase your metabolic rate? I would not restrict your calories too much. When you restrict your calories too much, that actually lowers your metabolic rate. So that's why a lot of people, sorry for that. That's why a lot of people, they'll cut their calories, they'll find weight loss in 6 weeks, like, oh yes, I'm losing weight, and all of a sudden, boom, it stalls. It's because your body adapts to the lowered calories, and it burns less because of that. So when you do 1 or just 2 meals a day, eat mostly animal foods, what you're gonna find is your metabolic rate stays the same, because each time you eat, you're gonna eat until you're full, eat until you're satisfied. So that's the way it's kind of signal to your body that, oh, we are not starving, we're getting calories in. That means we can burn more body heat, use more calories to body heat, because we know food is not scarce. But when you're restricting the calories too much, your body's thinking, oh, what? There's a famine coming. Food is not available. That means we have to conserve calories, so it burns less calories. So that's the show for today. I hope you guys learned something. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to comment on the video below, and hopefully I'll answer in the next video. So have a good one. Peace out.